Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Shar. Welcome if you are new. This is Dollars into Dreams, and we are going to close out our budget for June 4th since I've gotten my paychecks, and then we're going to go ahead and plan for our next paycheck, which will not be until, when do I get paid again? June 18th. So if this is something that you're interested in, please stay tuned. Okay, everyone, welcome back. So I've gotten both my checks, and so let's go ahead and finalize our budget for June 4th. So for my full-time, I got $1,733.57. Oh, let me zoom you guys in real quick. Okay. Then for my part-time, I actually got more than I thought I was going to get, and I got $619.44. I have 0 for other, and then for rollover, I have $216. This is what was left in my wallet. And I'm finding over the past month or two, I really haven't done a lot of spending. I've done more spending in my sinking funds than I've done in from my cash wallet. So I don't know if I'm going to lower the numbers even more, but right now this is the rollover that we're working with. So this gives us a total of $2,569.01. Okay. So for my mortgage, I always do $700. My airman bill, my natural gas came in at $27 even. I'm assuming this is going to be the new low for summer since I'm not using heat and all that stuff. Utilities came in lower, and it came in at $144.13. And then my car insurance was $146.31. So if I add all of that up, I have $1,017.44. When I take my income minus $1,017.44, we have $1,551.57. So for my therapy, I actually set aside $50. My medication, I only did $40. This is $125. And then there's like a reoccurring bill. My travel, like I've booked a cruise for next year. So this is $50. So it doesn't have a balance on there, but 50 is my goal. Eventually I'll raise it up and do more. So total for this section is $265. And I'm going to subtract that from $1,501.57. So we now have $1,286.57. So here for my cash envelopes, I believe everything stayed the same. So I gave myself, or I'm giving myself $175 for groceries, $20 for home, $160 for fuel, $40 for personal spending, $20 for eating out, and $5 for miscellaneous. So that is $420. And if I take that minus the $1,286.57, that gives us $866.57 to bring down here. And so home maintenance is $75. Allies 10. Because of our rollover, our sinking funds, we are doing $525 this paycheck, and our buffer is only 10. So if I add that up, $620. Ooh, well, girl, I can't write. That's 6. Okay, so 620. I take 866.57 minus 620. That gives me $246 extra that I'm going to pay to this credit card so I can pay it off. And so then that leaves us 0 remaining, which is a 0-based budget. Perfect. So I've already done my cash planning. Listen, I struggle with this part, which is why I don't do it on camera. I had plans to, intentions, but I did it off. My numbers was off and I couldn't figure it out. I finally figured it out. So my cash planning is done for when we stuff our sinking funds and when we stuff our wallet. And I've already pre-planned, let me zoom you out. So I've already pre-planned where I'm gonna put my money for my sinking funds. And I figured all that jazz out. I did that off camera. It's just been a week. So let's go ahead and plan for, June 18th. So I can have an idea of where our money is going. So I need a calendar somewhere. Here we go. So we're getting paid on the 18th. So this is going to go. Okay. So this covers bills from the 19th through the 1st. My handwriting is awful, so let me go ahead and apologize now. So for my full-time, that check surprised me, but I still want to, I think I'm still going to do on the low side. I'm trying to think of what I want to do. Nope, I'm going to leave it at, I'm going to do $1,650 because I rather budget low and it come in high than me budget high and it come in low. So the same with my part-time, I'm going to do $580. Oh, I got other. And here's where it's different. So I have 3 children. Each one needs to give me $80 for their part of the cruise. So that's $240. But 2 of my children give me $30 in the second half of the month for their cell phone. So that's $60. So we're going to get $300 from other. And then I'm going to add a rollover, but I never anticipate any rollover. So $2,530 or $2,530. I have this echo in my ear. Like, I don't know if it's my allergies. I don't know what. It's like I need my ear to pop. Oh, it's horrible. Okay. So mortgage. I just got from our county a letter. They We're made to do another appraisal. Listen, this is the third year in a row that they have done an appraisal. So of course I done an appraisal, and my house has now appraised, what did they tell me? Like 18 or 19,000 more than what it was last year. So of course, that's probably going to raise my property taxes, and more likely it's probably going to raise it may raise my home insurance. I just had to take pictures for my home insurance policy and upload that. So I think it is safe for me to say that I'm going to plan on, oh, the echo is horrible. So my goal is I'm gonna do $715 each paycheck. So then I'm gonna take that $30 extra and I'm gonna put it towards escrow. And I'm gonna do that now. So when they do their, they do their analysis every year to see if the amount that you have in escrow for like your home insurance and property tax doesn't come in low, because I don't want them, I prefer them not to raise my mortgage, right? So I'd rather my escrow be too high, and maybe too high, they may send me a check back, whatever. But I'd rather it be too high than too low, so that my mortgage does not raise and go up again for the third year in a row. So last year I came in, what did they tell me? Last year my escrow was like $250 short. So now that I know that they have appraised it, my plan is to put in like $350 extra into escrow. If I can do $500, I will. That way, that should be enough to cover the property taxes, and if my insurance policy goes up. So that is the plan. $715, $725, or $730 each paycheck when my income increases. Okay, so then we have internet, and I budget $90. We have Roku, and that is $8. Peacock, we're going to do $8. What comes next? Cell phone, and that is $92. My tax bill is $120, and if all goes according to plan, which nothing ever goes according to plan, this should be paid off in January, into December, somewhere around there. So after that, we have our Apple storage. It's $3. I have a credit score app, which is $40. WW app, I'm still debating if I'm going to keep this or not. I think when they raise, like I got a discounted amount monthly, I think when they raise it, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. I have Apple Care, and that is $14. And then that was ugly. Our pest control is $55. Listen, I told y'all my handwriting is atrocious, or at least I feel like it is. Okay, so that is all the bills that we are doing this paycheck. Let's see if you guys can see that. So $715, $90, $16, $92, $120, $40. Okay, so we have $1,157. We'll take $2,531. All right, so we are working with $1,373. So down here for variable bills, therapy, and I think I'm going to do 40. Meds is going to be 40 as well. Okay, so here is where, so this is my normal payment to my credit card. And this is a bill, a trip bill on there. So I'm not gonna, even though I'm paying for my kids' cruise or their portion of their cruise on this credit card right here, I'm going to just write down cruise here so I know that, like, I've budgeted their money into the cruise, but I already know that I'm gonna pay it with this credit card. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so if we add this section, we have 40. All right, so that's $495. So we're gonna subtract that. We have $878 for cash envelopes, groceries. What week? This is the end of June. I'm gonna do 175. I think I'm actually probably gonna make it go down. This is gonna be 15 because I don't need much. Fuel will be 160. That may decrease, but with fuel, honey, too much fluctuates. I'd rather just leave it where it's at because it's working. My spending is going to be 40. And then I'm going to do eat out for 20. And then 5 will be for miscellaneous. So we got 415. And I'm going to subtract that from 878. So we have $463. I don't think we're going to be able to put any towards extra towards debt. So 75 for home maintenance. Our Ally savings will be 10. And then our sinking funds will be 360. And I'm going to write buffer, but I'm planning not to. That's ugly. Planning not to do anything to buffer. So 75, 10, and 360. Oh, so we have $445 in minus 463. So 18. So in my, I labeled them checking account 1, checking account 2. In my number 1 checking account where my money goes, there's deposited, I have like a $55 buffer in there. And then in my bills account, I have a $50 buffer right now. So as far as buffers, I think I'm pretty good. Do I want it to be more? Absolutely. But am I working with what I got? Yes. Which, like, when I budgeted for, what am I doing? 18. Listen, I got to focus. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay, so if I go back to this paycheck, so like my utilities, I always budget, like I budget like 150, 160. When most times it comes in lower than what I budget, that extra money, I don't do anything with it. Like, I keep that 150 in my account. That's what I budgeted for, and I leave it in my account, even though they're only taking 144.13 out. It's fine, because part of it went to there. Like this, the $5 and some change. Well, I took 2 of that and covered the Amber Newey bill. So that extra $3 and change helped me with a buffer. And then I take this buffer, and I always leave 10 in my account number 1, and then the 15 goes into account number 2. And so I'm trying to build that up for winter, for like my Ameren UE bill, for utilities, just any kind of bill buffer. So I think we'll be good for now. Okay, so that is our plan for our bills. So I am going to do a separate video for our cash planning for our sinking funds, and my hope is I will lay out like where I'm going to put my money in my sinking funds, but I'm also going to do a cash planning for the sinking funds. I think I might need 2 pages of the cash planning. We'll see how that all goes, but that will be a separate video. So that is it for today. So thank you guys for tuning in. It was a very, very quick video. When I get my paycheck in a couple weeks for this one, we'll do another budget closeout. But I will see you in my next video, which will be our cash stuffing of paycheck 1. So until then, have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye.